This should be a fun one, folks. About 9 days ago, I saw this posted online. Breaking: Trump just said gas is $1.99 a gallon in many places. If your gas is below that, please let us know where you're from and how much it is to fill your tank. So I posted this. Photo taken today, December 18th, 4 to 5 p.m., the Shell station at 2238 South Lamar Boulevard, Austin, Texas, and a photo taken from my own phone showing $1.97 a gallon. No commentary, no politics, just a photo of what's there and the address of the station, meaning anyone could contact that station easily by looking them up and calling them. Knowing it wasn't the only station in town with that kind of pricing, I also included this Gulf station, 1222 South Lamar Boulevard. Again, just the facts, no commentary. To my surprise, I got a reaction from one Daniel Dudek, writing, "Nope, again, nope." And I, as blandly as possible, say, "What do you mean?" And he writes, "Well, your last image was altered. Didn't unsee my reply? This one." So rather than just call the gas station, he apparently uploaded my Gulf station photo to Google AI, asking the AI engine if the photo was real. There were a couple of funny things about this. The first is that the AI made up the 5:45 p.m. time. In other words, I had written in text between 4 and 5 p.m. Central, and although you might say, well, if it's Eastern time, then that's between 5 and 6 Eastern, but in fact, metadata shows it was taken 19 minutes after the hour when I'm looking at my phone. So infallible AI just made up the 45 minutes after the hour part. On the other hand, a shout out to Google AI for knowing that I am a journalist and education reform advocate. That was cool. But the main part is he was trying, the gotcha here was that he was saying, well, it's gas prices at or below $2 have not been common in recent years. Last widely seen in the U.S. in 2021, late 2014. The price shown is unusually low, and then it says is likely a promotional event or the image is from an older date. So on the basis of not calling the station, but actually just putting, asking AI to guess whether this price is right, I received this. And if our friend Daniel Dudek weren't already riding a crest of certitude, he writes this: "Yikes! This one," meaning another AI screen grab, "attributes it to you and everything, but AI says you're full of shit too." And by the way, John Melendez fans would know yours should be Y-O-U''re there. Wow, that sounds bad. Another AI screen grab. This incontrovertible prima facie evidence reads, "I lack sufficient information to provide a summary of Bob Bowden's recent posts about gas prices." Well, that's apparently all the factual ammunition we need to make this case. To which I replied, without invective or name-calling, very quite plainly, I wrote, "I took both those images myself. There's a third station, blah, blah. But I figured two were enough. You're welcome to call both gas stations yourself right now and confirm it all. My presumption about doubters was the very reason I gave the exact street addresses of both businesses." How matter of fact. To which Daniel Dudek replies, "Calling those numbers, you're such a geezer." I mean, I would argue that the best tool for the job is what's relevant here, not which is the newer tool. Whether you're young, old, or middle-aged, using the tool that will give you the most accurate answer, i.e. calling the station themselves, would make more sense for anybody of any age than a tool just because it's a newer tool. At any rate, he then sends me some sort of AAA gas price average link. Have statewide averages been any part of this discussion? Anyway, but if you're wondering who cares about all this, what's the bigger picture here? Well, our friend Daniel brings that home in this screen grab. Dude, the whole reason Trump is still standing is because people refuse to be wrong. They literally create their own reality. That's what you're doing, and that's what Trump supporters do. Note that I have not said one word about politics or candidates or presidents or any of the above. And to save me the effort of finding my own psychologist, Daniel writes, "Bob Bowden, there's a psychology term for you. The term for you is a flying monkey." And then he writes a lot of text to explain that a flying monkey is someone who rejects all new information that doesn't fit with their previously held beliefs. Spoiler alert, psychology doctor, heal thyself. But I digress. Concluding this with, I could keep going on and on. Gas is under $2. No, it's not. Not even effing close. But here you are, sharing doctored photo, I think he means a doctored photo, and another photo, likely from 2014. Dude, when does it become enough to say I was wrong? Or at least admit you're totally on team evil? Apologies are one of the things a narcissist can't do. Are you a narcissist? I don't think that means someone who tells the cops about drugs. Stop doing his bidding. His, I guess, means Trump. I haven't mentioned politics at all. I thought I was posting a post about gasoline prices and was not doing anyone's bidding, but there you have it. According to the stridently communicated wisdom of one Daniel Dudek, by posting images of gas station prices, I was obviously doing someone's bidding. To which I think to calmly ask, Daniel, have you tried calling the gas stations? If they're closed by now, they'll be open again tomorrow. I don't remember what time of night that was. Have you? Question mark? Without references to him doctoring information and not being honest about it? Without references to him being on team evil? He seemed to have deleted his response to that, but it was something to the effect of, if these two gas stations had such cheap gas, why aren't there mile-long lines of cars waiting for just these two gas stations? I calmly wrote back in part, well, there aren't long lines for just those two stations because there are other local stations in the low $2 range. So that wouldn't make sense, that question he posed. And these $1.97 or $1.99 stations make up the low end of a statistically normal distribution. By this point, I have to admit I was struck with a combination of amusement and confusion and intrigue that someone would fight so hard with such conviction about an issue that could be so easily confirmed, while also implying as if AI has some sort of live database of every company's price. I had become a flying monkey on Team Evil who cannot admit when I'm wrong for posting prices of gasoline in my neighborhood. So at this point, I just thought, what if I make a video showing the gas stations? How about that? Kind of fascinated, frankly, at just what my psychology advisor friend might say if I did that. A proposal which elicited Daniel's most pleasant response of the entire exchange. I look forward to your video. Although when I wrote thanks, his laughing emoji response kind of tempered that short-lived sense of goodwill. And so, remember my post about the Gulf Station at 1222 South Lamar Boulevard, Austin, Texas? The one Google AI said that the photo of it was likely a promotional event or an old photo? That Gulf Station? So here I am. It's the Gulf Station, $1.99. Sir, I've never met you before, have I?
No.
Okay, am I lying about this $1.99 right here? I know it switches to $2.09 depending on credit versus cash. But does this really say $1.99 when it's cash?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. And when it says credit, it's another 10 cents. I see that. Yeah, exactly. That's not, but anyway, thank you very much. Okay, so here we are again at the Gulf Station. And I'm sorry, I've never met you before, right?
Right.
Okay, anyway, I just wanted you to say that I'm not lying when I told somebody that, yes, the credit price is 10 cents more, but the cash price is $1.99.
Yeah, if you pay cash, it's $1.99.
Pardon?
If you pay cash, it's $1.99 a gallon.
If you pay cash, it's $1.99. And we're in Austin, Texas on South Lamar Boulevard, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
But our boy Daniel wouldn't be fooled by just one anecdote. Remember when I said there were other stations in the $2 range in the area that would prevent the mile-long lines? Maybe I was lying about that. Actually, no. This is a mobile station in the same approximate neighborhood.
Here? At the
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. There it is, 209, and that's, there you go, 87 octane. And we have never met, right? You don't know me? Okay.
No, random guys.
Okay. Like I showed an image of low gas prices. He claimed I was lying and said, that's why I'm doing this video.
Where's he from?
I don't know. I don't know. It's on Facebook. I'm going to show you this way so we can get the sign in the background. There we are. And there it is. And that says 209, right?
Yep.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
What should I say to David? It should be Daniel. It's Daniel Dudek. What should I say to Daniel about him calling me a liar?
Come here and find out.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yep.
This brings us to the game show home game version of our video. What will Daniel Dudek do next? A. Double down and say this now proves I'm on Team Evil more than ever. B. He'll change the subject to something else, ignore what I presented here, and insult me in some other way. C. Address this video, but say it's all AI. D. He'll disappear from the thread and just never say a thing. Or E. Apologize, admit he was wrong to attack me for sharing a doctored photo and being part of Team Evil, and try to become a better person in the future. Play the home game. What will Daniel Dudek do next?